To be a Grinch or be scary? That is the question of the new Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Mysterio. He comes with two heads and a removable fishbowl. But is it actually an upgrade over the 2020 Retro Mysterio? Or is Hasbro hiding something in the smoke? Let's find out. The new fishbowl head is pearly white. It is not see-through, so you cannot tell whether there is something inside. Without knowing how many heads were included in this Mysterio figure, I assume there's another one underneath the fishbowl. Removing the fishbowl along with the cape, it will reveal that it's just a neck peg with a hinge. This is the Vulcan body mold. Having a good history of breaking action figures, I tried to be careful this time around. So the first time I tried to remove the fishbowl head, I pushed those white peg plug into the cape. There it is, safely removed. But you can actually remove the fishbowl while the cape is connected to the figure. Even though this is a brand new cape, it still has that peg which you can attach to the peg hole of the modified Vulcan body mold. The first of two head sculpts is the Quentin Beck normal human looking face. The facial expression he has is like the Grinch stole his Christmas or he lost patience waiting for his turn to the toilet. He has inkjet printed blue eyes which is consistent with the animated series. They're brown in the comic books. The hair is blocky, lacking much definition in hair span, just like the animated series. He also has a tiny ponytail, like Rachel Summers, which I reviewed recently. The second head is the gruesome skull tentacle head, which is a repaint of the 2018 one. It has a nice translucent red finish. You can see some skull cracks, and inside you can even see the neck peg, which looks like a bone because of the translucent red. The tentacle coming out from his mouth can be moved, but I won't try further because I might break it. I just want to show that it's not glued onto the back of his head. A side-by-side comparison between the 2025 Walmart exclusive Mysterio and the 2020 retro carded Mysterio. The fishbowl head that is removable is larger this time compared to the old one. The difference in terms of the size of the fishbowl head is more noticeable when you look from the top. The new Walmart exclusive has a larger fishbowl head compared to the old one. The 2025 fishbowl head is more pearly white compared to the older one. Side by side in terms of body, I still prefer the 2020 Mysterio because of all of those sculpted details and paint wash. The new one is just plain green plastic, lighter green as well. The cape is quite different. There is more texture in the cape of the old one compared to the new one, which is all purple. Side by side, again, the gloves are better when it comes to the 2020 Mysterio. But this new 2025 is more animated series accurate. That is why it's quite simpler, brighter in terms of colors, like the yellows. He has a belt. A side-by-side comparison with the animated series art, it is accurate to the source material. The 2025 Mysterio has double-jointed pinless elbows and knees while the old one has pins. The boots look similar. I thought it was just a repaint, but in some angles it feels like this is a newly tooled boots. The boots look like a separate piece. They're not glued on to the lower calf. I just won't try to remove them, but you can see there's a gap and you can pry it. It seems to be a separate piece. Just like the 2020 Mysterio, the cape plug sits a bit high. So there is a noticeable gap between the shoulders. It's the same problem of the old one, which Hasbro has yet to address. It's like the fishbowl along with the cape is still floating above his shoulders. A workaround is probably to unplug the peg so that you can at least make the gap smaller between the cape and the shoulders. But still, that does not eliminate the gap between the two. When a head is attached to the body, it's still hard to attach the fishbowl head again because of that gap. So you need to remove the capers, attach the fishbowl, then proceed to insert that head in. There would still be a big gap. So I guess that's the reason why we should not have a head inside the fishbowl. That's a large gap. For accessories, he has something which the 2020 Mysterio does not have. It is a pair of closed fist hands. Yellow plastic can hinge forward and back. The next set of hands is a pair of open palm expressive hands. These hands can hinge forward and back. And I would assume it's the same as the old Mysterio, but it's not. The spacing between the fingers of the Mysterio from the 2020 Spider-Man Retro Wave is different compared to the new one. You can see the expressive hands are positioned differently. The main reason why it is different is this is the Vulcan body mold, so he has Vulcan type of hands. Here is the X-Men 97 Cyclops, which has the same set of hands. It's not an issue, I just want to point out the difference. The next accessory is the translucent reddish smoke effect that has tentacles as well. I never thought they were tentacles. It's the same mold as the old one. I feel like the old one is better because there are some yellow glittery things around it, unlike the new one which is just plain translucent red. I'm not sure whether it is clear a while ago, when the head is attached to the body and you try to insert it inside the fishbowl head, it's quite tight. It's really a tight fit and there would be a big gap right there. There's no difference in terms of which head you try to use. So I'll try to remove it, but it's a bit difficult at first. I'm worried that I might scratch the head. The two heads included in the 2025 Mysterio seems to be larger compared to the old 2020 Mysterio, which has the Peter Parker classic head. Even without the head, the cape still sits high top of the shoulder, while the old 2020 Mysterio with the head inside still has the same height in terms of the cape to the shoulder. The 2025 does not have a head and his cape still floats. If you have the 2020 Spider-Man Retro Mysterio or the older 2018 from the Lizard with the figure wave, would you consider adding the new Walmart exclusive to your collection? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this review useful, I hope you give it a hype, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. For places where the figures in this review might still be available, I left some links in the description below. The 2025 Spider-Man Retro Mysterio is a Walmart exclusive.
I'm Tigerknot!
Swapping the heads between the 2025 Mysterio and the 2020 Mysterio, here is the green one, the Peter Parker green head. Here is the Quentin Beck head on the old 2020 Mysterio body. Let's try whether we can insert the fishbowl to the head, which is a big head compared to the older ones. At first, it's hard to do it. Maybe if I move a little bit to the side or push his head to sidewards like that, it would start to fit. It's a bit difficult at first because I don't want to damage it, but there you go. The Quentin head is inside the fishbowl. And now the challenge is to remove it. But you can remove it safely. I'll try to turn his head a little bit to the side so that it can slide off. For the translucent red head with tentacles, it's a tight fit in terms of the head on the 2020 body. The challenge is getting the fishbowl in. So let's try to insert his head to the fishbowl, maybe move it from side to side. It's quite a tight fit. I don't have the 2018 version, so it's hard for me to compare it. But there you go, you can attach it and there's a little gap. The tentacle wrapped around the back of his head hinders the cape from going down. The 2025 Walmart exclusive Mysterio with the fishbowl odd stands 16.2 centimeters or 6.4 inches tall. Surprisingly, if you remove the fishbowl and attach the human head, it is still the same height. In the comic books, Quentin Beck is 5 feet 11 inches tall, making this figure quite tall for his comic book height. From the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Wave 1, we have Spider-Man and Mysterio. From recent Spider-Man Retro Waves, Target exclusive Carnage, Agent Venom, Walmart exclusive Venom, and Chameleon, which matches Mysterio's animated series style. Different shapes and sizes of Marvel Legends male figures, Miles Morales, X-Men 97 Brown Costume Wolverine, Maximum Series Spider-Man, X-Men 97 Cyclops. For different sizes of females, Teenage Shadowcat, recently reviewed Marvel Unlimited exclusive Spider-Woman, Gamerverse Psylocke, X-Men 97 Rogue. From the mini comic book accessory wave, recently reviewed Astonishing X-Men Beast, Excalibur, Phoenix Rachel Summers, and still pending for review, Feral. Mesco 112 Collective Bishop, which is an Australian, and on the other side is a Filipina, Darna, from Halimo Sculptures and Loose Collector. 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, Marvel celebrating 80 years Hulk, and the Marvel Select Immortal Hulk or the Rampaging Hulk. For packaging, the Walmart exclusive Mysterio comes in the usual retro Spider-Man cardback packaging. You can see the figure and all of its accessories. This is in-box collector friendly. At the back, Spider-Man Animated Series logo and Animated Series art of Mysterio. Here is a short read-up. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. At the bottom is some warnings, barcode, and legalities. Without the fishbowl helmet, his head can move from side to side easily. He can look up. He has a ball peg, neck peg with a hinge, can look down really well. His arms can do a full 360 but with a little hindrance because of the cape, bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. The wrist can swivel and can hinge forward and back. He has a butterfly joint. Again, the cape hinders it. He can crunch forward really well. This is the Vulcan body mold, so it does that really well. Can crunch backwards and there would be a big gap at the middle and the cape would just pop up. He has a waist swivel with some hindrance because of his gummy belt. Can do a split. He has a upper thigh swivel right here. Double jointed pinless knees. Can kick forward. He does not have a boot cut. Feet can hinge forward and back. And he has an ankle rocker and it won't do a full 360 because of the boot design. Since I have the 2020 Retro Mysterio, I don't really feel the need to add this new 2025 Animated Series Mysterio. Even with the new Quentin head and other accessories. I know it's an upgrade in terms of the body mold, but I don't feel like it's essential for me. But if you are a big Spider-Man retro collector, especially the in-the-box collectors, this is a must-add. And if you collect specifically the Spider-Man animated series themed figures, then you must add this one too. I reviewed several Spider-Man retro figures. Here is a link on the top right corner of the screen. Hope you check it out. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this review useful. If you do, please give it a hype, like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. I still have more Marvel Legends figures to review. Hope to see you in the next one.